Today, I have a nice review of the Civivi Guile. Shawn Ashmore is a mutant. Pun intended. This thing is wicked. It has this nice, long, drop point blade. The blade length is 3.25 inches long. Close length is 4.22 inches. Definitely a full-size knife, but it has the type of handle I like, so it doesn't feel like a full-size knife to me, which is fantastic. Also, the weight is really good on that. The weight is, let's see, 2.9 ounces. That's insane. For G10 steel liners and this ridiculous blade, that's crazy. So Civivi did a really good job on this knife. They really did. They missed the mark on the sharpening. This thing won't cut paper. It destroys boxes, but it won't cut paper. Super pointy though. And it's disappointing because the grind is perfectly centered, which is crazy. It's just crazy, man. I rarely see budget knives where the grind is perfectly even. It's it's a rarity in the knife world, if you will. The action is super snappy. You want tougher detent? Go to the top. Thumb flick is a little awkward for me because my thumbs don't work. Verse thick flick is where it's at. You can do all the different actuations. I don't know if I can get that one. Yeah, I guess I can. Yeah, I just got to flick it out a little bit. Perfectly centered. So quality control is actually really good on this guy. It's just the sharpening was not that great. I'll show you right now. I tried to do this before the video and I just tore the paper. But, you know, seeing is believing. See what I mean? See if I can get this. I believe it's at a 20 per side or a 22 per side. I can't really find the stuff. I don't really know where to look for the stats. I went to their website, but it of course does not say. I do not have the hands for stropping at all. I'm used to stropping my straight razor I use for shaving, but which I should not do because I have arthritis and extremely shaky hands. I'm sure you've seen them in the videos. They just go off on their own. I mean, that's a little better. I mean, there you go. But pointy, this thing wins for pointy. Alright. Anywho, the blade thickness is 0.12. So it's a nice thin guy. It is flat ground and it stops abruptly right here. So you will trap paper. But I think Shawn wanted a workman's knife. He wanted something that you could bear down on and take your frustration out on some boxes and other things of that nature. I mean, the tip is pretty robust. I mean, it gets nice and thin, but it has a lot of meat in this area, especially for that thin of a blade stock. It's pretty good. The handle thickness is 0.47 of an inch, which is pretty good. The blade material is 14C28N, very much like Nitro V. I think it's almost exactly like. It is a Warncliffe. It does have G10 stainless steel liners. Where's my light? Yeah, that's it. Steel everywhere. Yeah. Had to make sure. Sometimes they use demagnetized steel, and then you're very confused on what's happening. It's in caged ceramic ball bearings, which I'm so happy that people are starting to use those more than the steel cage bearings. I mean, steel cage is fine, but the ceramic ones just are smoother. It's better. My negatives on this guy. I wish they did a hollow grind and charged $15 more. Honestly, I wish they just charged more and did a hollow grind on this guy, because this thing would be a work of art if it had a hollow grind. There's no way they're 70, but I'm on the Civivi site looking up the price. There's no way I bought this thing for $70. Let's go to White Mountain Knives. Yeah, so $59.50 is what I paid, but if you use your favorite YouTuber's discount code, you'll get 10% off, especially on White Mountain Knives. They really enjoy doing the 10% off thing. I know I use it literally every time I buy a knife, and I buy a lot of knives from White Mountain for that reason. And their shipping is really good. I guess you can call me a White Mountain Knives fanboy. All in all, this thing is really good. Let's do some size comparisons. I don't have many knives to do size comparisons, but it is almost exactly the same size as the, I don't remember what this one's called again. Jeez. You know, I did a review and did the same thing in the review. I was like, I don't know what it's called, guys. And then I looked it up, and I felt stupid for not knowing what it was called. What is this called? The Droma. Jesus. Yeah, it would be the Droma. I literally almost slapped myself right now. Maybe I need more coffee. Maybe I need to not drop stuff all over my knives. But yeah, it's almost the exact same size. The weight is way better. This one's like 3.7 or something like that, 3.8. This one was what? 2.9 or something like that? What's it at? Yeah, 2.9. That's crazy talk. Yeah, so I think this is a win for Civivi for sure. I believe that Civivi is getting much better. They're starting to make their budget knives feel better. They did a great job on the Elementum and, you know, all the knives we love from Civivi. But I feel like they're just going up. They're starting to chamfer everything on the edges. I haven't been interested in a knife until I saw this one. And the last knife before this one that I was interested in from Civivi was the Klingman. But this one's up there for sure. Definitely in my top 10 Civivi knives of all time. Just the way I prefer my knives. It's really good. Alright, I've rambled too long, and I don't want my videos to be very long because it's hard to keep people's attention, especially when you ramble as much as I do. So, I will leave it at that. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the YouTube things. and I'll see you next video.